Hello, dear friends. Please don't focus on video. How video is that? You just need to be focused on my lecture. If you want more information like that, please subscribe my channel and press bell icon. So let's start the video. Psychology shows that high intelligence isn't only about thinking. It also changes what a person feels on a daily basis. People often imagine highly intelligent individuals as confident, in control, and emotionally stable. But many of their real experiences stay hidden. Because intelligence doesn't only create advantages, it also creates private discomfort that isn't easy to explain. One of the most common feelings is loneliness, even in crowded spaces. You can be surrounded by people, conversations happening all around you, yet something still feels missing. Not because you don't like being social, but because most interactions don't reach the level your mind naturally looks for. You're present physically, but mentally, the connection feels incomplete. Another is frustration with inefficiency. You notice simple problems, repeated mistakes, and solutions that seem obvious but are ignored. Psychology shows that higher awareness increases sensitivity to wasted potential. It's not about judging others. It's about seeing what could be better and watching it stay the same. There's also the experience of an overactive mind. Even when everything is quiet, your thoughts aren't. Ideas keep forming, patterns keep connecting, and your brain rarely slows down. Rest doesn't always feel like rest. You may also feel misunderstood when you try to explain yourself. What feels clear and structured in your mind doesn't always translate the same way to others. Complex thinking is hard to simplify without losing meaning. And finally, satisfaction often doesn't last. You reach a goal, but instead of staying in that moment, your mind moves forward. Growth becomes more important than celebration. Psychology makes one thing clear. Intelligence doesn't just shape thought. It reshapes emotional experience in ways most people never see. Psychology suggests that intelligence changes more than just how a person thinks. It changes how reality feels from the inside. While others may see confidence or control, the internal experience is often more complex and less visible. Because increased awareness doesn't just bring clarity. It also brings emotional depth that can be difficult to manage. Many highly intelligent individuals experience a strange kind of loneliness. Even in social environments, something feels slightly out of sync. Conversations move, people engage, but mentally, it doesn't always connect. It's not isolation by choice. It's a difference in how deeply the mind processes interaction. At the same time, there's a constant awareness of inefficiency. Small problems, repeated patterns, systems that could easily improve. These things stand out immediately, and when they don't change, it creates quiet frustration. Not directed at people, but at the gap between what is and what could be. The mind also tends to stay active almost all the time. Even in moments of rest, thinking continues. Scenarios, ideas, analysis. Psychology links this to high cognitive activity, where the brain doesn't fully switch off, even when the body does. Communication can feel like another challenge. You may understand something deeply, but expressing it in a simple way that others instantly grasp isn't always easy. The meaning gets compressed and sometimes lost. And when goals are achieved, the satisfaction doesn't stay for long. The mind naturally shifts forward, searching for the next challenge or idea. Psychology shows that intelligence increases awareness. But more awareness often means experiencing more than what's visible on the surface. Psychology reveals that intelligence is not just about logic or problem-solving ability. It also shapes emotional patterns in subtle but powerful ways. While intelligence is often seen as an advantage, the internal experience that comes with it is rarely discussed, because some of its effects are quiet, personal, and difficult to describe. There is often a feeling of being surrounded by people, yet not fully connected. Socially, everything may seem normal, but mentally, something feels missing. Conversations don't always reach the depth your mind expects, and that creates a subtle sense of distance. You also begin to notice inefficiencies almost automatically. Patterns repeat, simple fixes are ignored, and systems remain flawed. This awareness can create internal tension, not because of negativity, but because you see possibilities that aren't being used. Your mind rarely becomes completely still. Even during rest, thoughts continue to move. Ideas form, connections build, and analysis happens in the background. Silence doesn't always mean mental quiet. At times, you may feel misunderstood when you try to express yourself. What feels precise in your mind can lose clarity when explained. The more complex the idea, the harder it becomes to translate it fully. And when you reach a milestone, the feeling of success fades quickly. Instead of staying satisfied, your focus shifts forward. The next idea, the next improvement, the next step. Psychology makes one thing clear. Intelligence doesn't just expand the mind. It deepens emotional experience. And sometimes, that depth carries a quiet weight that others don't notice.